Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel for another Hot Toys unboxing and review. Today it's the Coruscant guard from Star Wars The Clone Wars. So first, let's talk about the box. It has the usual Star Wars design box, which means it's a black box with the Star Wars logo and a picture of the figure. You also have, with Hot Toys figure, a colored strip. It's blue and yellow, just like for the 501st Battalion Clone Trooper. You also have, obviously, a picture of a figure on the colored strip and another one on the side. And then when you open the box, you have another promotional picture of the figure and then the figure itself. So now let's take a look at the accessories. This one doesn't come with as many accessories as the 501st Clone Trooper. First, because it's not a deluxe version, and second, is a Coruscant guard, so it's not usually on the battlefield. Thus, it doesn't necessarily need a jetpack or a rocket launcher. Though the Coruscant guard comes with an electro staff, which the 501st Clone Trooper doesn't have. So let's take a look at the display base, then we'll talk about the hands, and finally we'll see the weapons. The display base is the same as you get with the 501st Clone Trooper. It's one that Hot Toys has used many times with Star Wars figures. It's a simple one, but it works just fine. You also have the usual Star Wars nameplate with the logo. So now let's take a look at the different hands. You get the usual Clone Trooper hands. So first you have the pointing finger hands, then you have two hands to hold the weapons. I like the little weathering they have done on each of the hands for the armor plates. It's a good job. Then you have these two hands to support the blaster or the blaster rifle, an open hand. And then you have two new hands. These are to hold the electro staff. So now let's take a look at the weapons. There are two detonators, a full one and a half one. It's the same that came with the 501st Clone Trooper. Then there is the blaster, also the same weapon that came with the two previous Clone Trooper figures. So it's a nicely detailed weapon, painted in gray. You can also move across like this. Then there is the blaster rifle. It's a large weapon, also nicely detailed and painted in gray. It's not a new one, it also came with Commander Cody and the 501st Clone Trooper. The new weapon is the Electro Staff. It's a nice piece. It's painted in gray also. You can see the Clone Troopers using these weapons in the Clone Wars, especially in Season 5. There are also some electric effects that you can put on the staff like this. So it's always pretty cool when they had effects for the weapons or the figure. It's a nice addition to the Clone Trooper weapons. And now let's take a look at the figure itself. It's the exact same sculpt as the 501st Clone Trooper, except this one is red because it's a Coruscant guard. They have done a fantastic job once again on the weathering. It's so beautiful. Let's take a closer look at it. As you can see, the weathering is fantastic. There are also a lot of scratches on the red paint. I really love it. However, I do think it was unnecessary to have weathering on the Coruscant guards, because they are Coruscant guards. They mostly stay in Coruscant or they help for diplomatic missions. Thus, they're not really on the battlefield. So I would have preferred a clean look for the Coruscant guard. Though don't get me wrong, I do love the weathering, like I said. It's just that for Coruscant guard, a clean look would have been better. The Phase 2 Clone Trooper helmets are just the best, at least in my opinion. The more I look at my Clone Trooper figures, the more I want Hot Toys to make additional Clone Trooper figures. Actually, they had displayed the 212th Attack Battalion Clone Trooper and Airborne Trooper at the San Diego Comic-Con. If I recall, it was in 2019. However, since then we didn't get any news about these two troopers. But we did get Commander Cody, the Coruscant Guard, the 501st Clone Trooper, and Captain Rex. So I still think there's a possibility we could get these two Clone Troopers that were at the San Diego Comic-Con. Hot Toys loves doing troopers, so yeah, maybe we can get these, and even more. That would be great, because 212 Attack Battalion Troopers would look great with Obi-Wan Kenobi and Commander Cody. Anyway, about the articulation, it's pretty great. You can move the head like this, and like this. You can actually move the shoulder pads to allow better articulation range, which is pretty great. You can move the arms like this, The undersuit is made of fabric, which means you have a better articulation range and do not need to worry whether you are going to damage the figure all the time. The legs can move like this. The feet can also move, as you can see. So it's perfect for action poses. Speaking of that, let's try some poses. Because the rifle is a large weapon, it's more difficult to get different poses with this one, but still you can get some decent poses with the blaster rifle, like this one. You can also display him like this, it looks pretty good. I took inspiration from the promotional pictures of Clone Troopers from Revenge of the Sith. It looks great with the Electro Staff. It's definitely with this weapon that I will display him. This is a great figure that comes with some real nice accessories, including this new Electro Staff. I definitely recommend it for Clone Wars and prequels fans. It's also the perfect figure for army building. Personally, I only got one, same for the 501st Battalion Clone Trooper. Because I want so many Hot Toys figures, I have to make a choice. And that choice means only getting one figure of each trooper, which is perfectly fine because already getting one Clone Trooper is awesome. So thanks again for watching. I'll be back next week for my unboxing and review of the Death Watch Mandalorian. Bye!